I don't know the address where you put your photos, but just bear with us because it takes a bit of time for Richard to sort all the photographs out. He's all on his lonesome. He has to do a lot. So if we're a bit slow.
And YouTube's now working, so hello to everybody from YouTube. And if you like and share, please. Oh yeah, just so it come up on my screen there. Yeah, don't forget to like, because especially if you're having a reading and you've sent in. Good evening, Sue.
Oh yes, Sue.
If you sent a photograph in, we won't be able to see your comments. And what do you have to? Oh, Florida, USA.
Ooh,
US.
nice.
Oh, lovely to see our American
Somebody
friends.
likes
I love it when our American friends come on. And the thing is, please give us as much feedback as you can, because what we've noticed, haven't we, Deb, that I'm a newbie. Oh, hello, Chrissy. Oh, I love the name Chrissy. I call my daughter Chrissy. Yeah, if you give us as much feedback as you can and as fast as you can, because we are going to try to work fast tonight. Isn't that right, Deb? Are we going to try to work fast?
We always say that. We're just going.
I know.
We
should cut the length of the messages down, I think, to be honest.
I don't know.
I know,
Nadia.
I know. They tell me often,
Hello, Nadia. Toronto, cool. We're going all over the place
Toronto.
Today.
Yes, I was speaking to someone from Toronto yesterday.
Jessie Lynn from Toronto. Crikey, we're all over the place, aren't we?
Oh yes, that's lovely. Oh, Kelly. Hello, Kelly.
Nice to see some regulars as well. Makes you feel at home then, doesn't it? If you see the regulars.
It does a bit. little secure, that little comfort blanket.
Yeah. Kelly, you're a comfort blanket.
Yeah. With a tartan comfort blanket.
I'm going to use that, Marcus. Everything is free on it.
SPTV. That's good, Alison.
He's a poet and he don't know it.
Yeah, a rhyme of time.
May Reed, hello.
Oh, Belfast.
Marcus,
what is email? Please, Belfast. What part of Belfast? Oh, can I put my Northern Ireland accent on?
Oh, God.
Shall I try? Well, we'll be in Welsh. I mean, my own accent. Come on, you and have a cup of tea there. Look at that.
Oh.
That's not bad, is it? Lovely
That's
people.
Not bad.
Lovely people from Belfast. I love the accent. I really do.
She wants to know the email, Richard. Is it? I can't remember what it is.
It's on the screen.
On the screen.
Maybe it's on the screen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see it. It's only tiny writing.
As well, look, yeah.
It's only tiny writing, isn't it? I have to get right up to the screen to read that.
Photos at Spiritual Psychics Online. Is it Spiritual Psychics TV? Because I can't quite see all of it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, he's doing it bigger now for us.
Look at that.
It's because our eyesight goes when we're old, you see.
Yeah, Photos at Spiritual Psychics TV Online. There you are. And only send one. Then we're going to, we'll start. We'll try to link into them, and we'll try to be quicker than normal. But it's so difficult, isn't it, Deb? You get some.
The thing is, that when I used to do it years ago,
hi guys,
you guys have cool accents.
Oh, where are you from, Carrie-Anne? Where are you from? That's west of Ireland. Oh God, the north and south here.
Back in, how do you say that? Wendy Short, hiya. Oh, first time watching us. Hiya,
hope you enjoy it, Wendy. Hope you enjoy it.
Hope you come back after seeing us.
Yeah, we're not quite sure about that. Good evening,
Christiane. Hiya, Christiane.
Right.
Oh, dear me.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Sherry.
Yes.
Happy birthday to
that
you.
Would make you,
Squash tomatoes and stew.
Oh, we are absolutely fine. We're buzzing, Matthew. Absolutely buzzing. Thank you.
Phil and Colleen.
Boston, Lincolnshire. That's where it's flat. And I tell you Boston, what, God puts the light out, doesn't he, out there? Goodness gracious, you drive off the beaten track there, and it's as black as the ace of spades. Kathleen. Good evening, Lindsay. First time watching. Hope you enjoyed, Lindsay.
share away or tag your friends or whatever you do.
Yeah, and share with all your...
Spread us around a little bit.
Yes, your Facebook contact. Can't put my teeth in there.
We're picking a number 9.
Number 9. Brighton line number 9.
We have to tell everybody what we're doing. Richard's got a load of photos, so what we're doing is we're just selecting. Richard's labelled all the photographs or numbered all the photographs, so every now and again it'll tell us to pick a number, and that's how we're doing it at the moment, picking the photographs. And we've...
Yeah, you must be online with the same email because it gets confusing otherwise, okay?
Have I picked one that isn't online again?
Yeah. Yeah. We've got an email from Louise Jackson, but Richard can't see her online. And don't forget, Debs and I can only see what the producer puts up. So at the moment we're seeing Lindsay Hassel. So that's all we can see. So, when people are saying, please, can I have a reading? We don't see it. We don't see any of that. We only see the ones that we're giving the message to. So, please bear that in mind. Have a chat, and especially if you're on YouTube or Facebook, have a chat among yourselves. But the most important thing is when we start working, and you can, if you can take some of the information, please give us as much feedback as you can. And I know there's a delay, is about a 14-15 second delay, but if we don't start getting either validation or whatever, we'll just move on to the next one. Because my maiden name is Jackson. Also, Louise Williams. Okay. Oh, is this the one? Could you bring the photo a little bit to our right, please?
I haven't got it, have we?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, for the people that are new, we forgot to tell you that if we seem like we're talking to somebody, it's Richard in our ear. If it looks as though we were talking to ourselves, we're talking to somebody in our ear, Richard the producer. So if we look as though we're just nattering away, it's Richard.
Oh, well, that's perfect, Richard. That's absolutely perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I do apologise because I was looking at the profile picture. Sorry, Richard, that was my fault. That was my fault.
Lovely. Okay. Lovely lady then in spirit. Go on then, Marcus, you got someone.
Yes, well, as soon as I looked in, I'm not. And please, Louise, you've got to understand. Quite often, we might link into the person, and somebody else might come in first. But as soon as I saw this photograph, I got a heaviness on the chest and a little bit of the only way to describe it would be like a smoker's coffee type thing. Do you know what I mean? I've also been just given the name of Sue. I'm not saying this is a lady or whatever, but I've also been given the name of Sue in spirit. But I feel that I'm picking up on the character of this person, and there's a determination on this person that really, when this lady that's communicating me, when she wanted her own way, she would not just manipulate people, but tell them really what she wanted. Quite often some people do it in they'll do little things and they'll do that. Oh, 2 birthdays in June, by the way, Louise. Please give us some feedback. 2 birthdays in June, they just shouted out. When there's some people that like to manipulate situations, they plant the seed, they'll go back to it and everything's okay. But I feel this lady used to more or less say what she wanted and try to explain in a rational way. So there's something going around you, Louise, that somebody's being a little bit irrational, this lady's telling me. I hope it's the lady in the picture, because it's this... It's just not fair when someone's irrational, because it upsets us. So you've been upset, and there's someone... Yes, 2 birthdays in June. Oh, thanks for that, Louise. And there's this lady's making me do this with my chest. So there's someone this side that has palpitation, but there's also a gentleman that's got angina as well. Because we're going to try to keep it short, and also the birth weight is £7 1 ounce, Louise, okay? But it's the determination of this lady. There's something that you were determined about, and I'm sure that she's there to help you. You also smell, what's that thing? Violets. I don't even know what violets smell like, but she just told me she bought me some violets, and I don't do flowers, do I, Deb?
Not usually, no.
No, I don't do flowers. But she bought me some violet. Can I pass on to you? Because they told me. Do you know what they just said? 45 seconds over.
Oh, Grandma.
Yeah, she
40,
said also.
Grandma in spirit, I was going to say for you, Louise, a grandma. Now she's talking about, somebody that she's talking about had problems with the head shaking a little bit. So the lady I've got with me, she had problems with the head shaking a little bit. Now she's talking about the month of April means something to you. And she's also, your grandma, for some reason, is saying, there's a new grandma. So I think it means there's a new baby been born, okay, since she's been up there. But she's talking about being a new grandma. There's also 2 babies in spirit as well. And she's talking about the name Betty from spirit wants to say hello to you as well. So Betty wants to be remembered. She's also talking about somebody down here that needs to check their tyres on their car. I don't know whether it's because they need a bit of air in them or they need new tyres. Oh, apparently somebody's tread on their tyres is a bit worn. So watch for somebody needing new tyres as well. And also the name, she's given me the name Charlotte as well. The name Charlotte will mean something to you down here as well. She's talking about that. She says that somebody has spoken about her recently in a conversation, this lady. She's talking about that. She's also mentioning a blue rinse as well, Louise, but I think it's a little bit of a laugh. You know, when they used to go to the hairdressers and they'd come out with a bit of a blue rinse. She's talking to me about that as well. And she's also talking to me about somebody down here that's got lovely blue eyes. So there's somebody around you that she's aware of having lovely blue eyes as well. Also, Bob in spirit wants to be remembered to you as well. And also Jack in spirit, he wants to say hello to you as well. There's a house move coming up around you as well. She's going around you, Louise. So I don't think it's for you, but there's somebody around you that's going to be wanting to move house. And also the link to Australia that she's bringing in as well. She's talking to me about that. There's a new baby coming around you as well, Louise, that she's interested in. You've also, I don't know if you're aware of it, but she's telling me that you've got healing in your hands as well. I don't know if you're aware that you've got a bit of healing in your hands. Apparently you're very good with animals as well, by the look of it. I can see you calming dogs down. Okay, so she's talking about you very healing hands, but especially with animals. She's talking about that as well. She's also bringing in horse riding. So there's some connection with somebody that wants to go horse riding down here as well. And also the surname Scott will mean something to you as well. She's talking about the surname Scott. So watch for that coming up as well. I think she just wanted to let you know she was around. What is that? Oh, she's talking to, I don't know why she's giving me this. She wants me to give you some, I do now. She wants me to give you some baby bio, Louise, which is for feeding plants. And I was saying to her, what do you want to give her that for? Because she's talking about somebody down here that's not very good with the plants. Okay, so she's suggesting they give them the plants a little bit of a baby bio. She just said to me, there's a ballerina down here as well, Louise. Okay, so your parents probably moved. There's a ballerina down here. It's like a child who's going to go into ballet if she's not already into it as well. She's talking about that. And before she goes, she's just talking about you. You know, you get that saying where you feel as though the rug's been pulled from under you. You've had a bit of a disappointment, she's describing it as. She's aware of that with you as well. And she's giving you study. So you're going to be doing some sort of study. She's talking about upskilling, Louise, upskilling in something. In fact, she's just told me that you're going to be studying something that you had an interest in years ago. All right then. So you're going to be studying something that you had an interest in years ago, she's saying. she's telling me that why I'm saying this to you. She's saying you won't understand what I'm talking about. She says, but things will become clear what she means. All right, Marcus has got something, can't you? You're going to add something.
Yeah.
They've just said to me, Marcus wants to add something, so I'll hand you back to Marcus.
Yeah, and just as Deb was saying, and this is the way the teams are working at the moment. The thing is, Louise, she's jumped in and and I don't know if she used to say this or somebody has said it of late. There's like Joe-ig, so somebody's really rabbiting, and she also said, "I'll box." It's not. Is bleeding. She said, "Our box is bleeding ears," so that should mean something as well. And I also got the age of 74 when someone passed in spirit. Okay, and that's all I got then.
Yeah. She's
just
talking about Louise. Somebody does this with their fingers, like picks their fingers when they're thinking or doing something. When they're, I don't know, somebody's like, I'm picking the edge of my fingers, and she's saying that somebody's got the habit of doing that. Just wants to say, she's listening to you. Somebody's been sending her prayers up to. I think your mum talks to her as well, because she's talking about listening. And also she wants to thank whoever it was that lit a candle as well. So somebody lit a candle to her as well, and she wants to say thank you. All right, but I think that's all I've got on that one.
Yeah. Can we have number 12, please, Richard?
So while Richard's picking number 12, we can just probably finish off if there's anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was absolutely lovely, but you know where you stood with her, that's for sure.
Yeah. You've also, while we're waiting for Richard to put the next one up, Louise, you've got a gentleman in spirit that used to have real shiny shoes. I think he must have been ex-military by the look of it.
But I was just about to say a squaddy.
Were you? Squaddy. He's got lovely balled-up shoes. Yeah. Who's making me stand up lovely and straight and saluting you. But he wants to salute you, he says, because of the good job that you've done. And he's talking about you having to take on a role of somebody else as well. Which he's probably Marcus is saying the same thing.
It's because he used to wear the sickly aftershave.
Oh, the aftershave, yeah. But yeah, he wants to be remembered to you as well. The chap with the nice shiny bits.
Wow. Okay.
So we're on to Laura. Is it Laura with that picture there? Lovely Laura.
Good evening, Laura. Good evening, Laura.
Oh, is this a dad? I've got somebody shouting "dad" in my ear at the moment. So this, I've got a lovely gentleman that's coming close to me. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I've got a lovely gentleman coming close to me, Laura, but I don't know whether he's your dad or he's your other half's dad. But I've got a lovely dad. He's calling himself Dad that's coming close to me as well. But he's making me look at that baby, but he's also got a baby in spirit with him as well. He's talking about a baby in spirit. And he's just said to me that you've been sending your prayers up to spirit, asking for this. Something like your words are, come on, show yourself, show that you're around. So you must have been asking spirit to show that they're around you or something. And that's a response they're having. That's why they've come tonight, to acknowledge that they're listening to you. He's just said to me there's aeroplane travel, and that's exactly what he said. There's aeroplane travel. So somebody must be going on a plane somewhere. That's what he's telling me. But he's a lovely gent. But he's talking about somebody. I think it was actually him. He had problems with his knees or his legs. He's talking about bad knees. So I know he had problems with his knees because he's bringing that. And I'll tell you what he's bringing me, Laura. This is funny. Do you remember one of those space hopper things? They're like big, like balls with space hoppers. You used to jump on them when we were young. I don't know how old you are, but he's bringing one of them. I think it must be as a memory or something. He's bringing one of those to me. He's also talking to me about the month of June means something to you as well. And he's also talking about the name John is connected to him. He's aware of the name John as well. He wants me to sing Silent Night to you. You know, the Christmas carol, Silent Night, Holy Night. He wants me to sing that to you because he's talking about that was a favourite carol for somebody, for a lady. Okay, so I hope you can take that on to Marcus.
It's just because I got a gentleman, and I'm getting a little bit mixed up, and it's not the information he's given me, because I've written some of it down. It was just, there was a bit of a confusion around me. I've just been to a rugby match last Saturday, and down in South Wales they serve a beer called Brains SA, and they keep on showing me a brain, because I thought, oh, is this a brain hemorrhage? Is this a brain hemorrhage? So I know there's a gentleman in spirit that suffered with a brain hemorrhage, but they also showed me a beer drinker, somebody who used to like beer, but because they showed me a pint of Brains SA, and I don't know if that fits in, Lauren, and it's a little bit mixed up. I know it's a little bit mixed up, but the thing is, I'm sitting here with my left hand in my pocket. Now, I don't use that. There's no need for me to do that. So there's also a gentleman in spirit that used to quite often either play with his keys in his pocket or his coins or whatever. But he always used to sort of, like, it was a bit of a nervy thing. And the gentleman I'm linking into used to hum a little bit. When they just hammer away and they work in and everything else. There's also a birthday in April. There's also a passing in on November the 18th. I've been told. There's don't worry if you can't get it straight away. If you can just give me a little bit, because I've also got some of the password. It's weird, Debs, when they fire everything at you, don't they?
It's like shorthand. They want to get in quick, don't they?
Yeah, they get it in quick. So my husband delayed, but he passed with a brain injury. Oh, wow.
There you go.
Wow. Well, I do apologize, Laura, because, as I said, it's because they showed, to get me to that, they showed me the pint of the brewery called Brains. And this is why, so that even I will put my hands up and think, like, there. But okay, he wasn't a beer drinker, but there is a beer drinker in spirit. And the person there's another gentleman in spirit, because just as I was reading and trying to work it out, this other guy shouted out, I like real ale. I like real ale. Well, I know you can't take November now, but it's the 18th, okay? He didn't dislike beer, but there is someone else in spirit, Laura, that used to write like real ale. And it wouldn't be the what do they say, the processed crap.
So you've obviously got Laura's husband, and I've got a dad. You see?
Yeah.
That's how it's working at the moment, right. Isn't it?
But it's a lovely photograph here with like with the baby. But what I've got is like a rocking. Oh, right. There's a memory of someone, and I feel as this gentleman used to, where you lie down on someone's lap, and either someone's stroking you or rocking you, and that song's coming to mind. Rock me gently, rock me, baby.
Rock me slowly.
I have never been loved like this before, and that sentence means something. And there's also, I was about to give you something else then, and it took me back to November the 18th. So have a little search around for that, okay? And there is someone this side that is having muscular pains. I'm not sure or it could be Chris, maybe would have gone for. Okay. There's someone this side, Laura, that he's telling me that's having sort of muscular pains, but I also, not just in the back, it seems to be going down the legs, so that would indicate something like sciatica or something like that. Can I pass back to you, Deb, please?
The gentleman I've got with me, Laura, is making me stand like this. So somebody's got the habit of standing like this when they're talking. He's just putting this on me. And he wants me to give you showboat. I don't know what he means by that. went into hospital on September the 18th. So that's good confirmation. You should know what that is now, Laura. But he's just talking about Showboat. He wants me to give you a link with Showboat. Now, I know it's a bingo. I think Showboat was a bingo hall or amusements or something, but he wants me to give you that as well. And he's also on a film as well. Yeah. He's also talking to me about I've lost my track now. He's just said to me the name Adrian as well down here. So Adrian, when they talk about somebody down here, it's either because they need healing or you're going to get a connection with somebody. So somebody around him, he knows of Adrian down here. There's something going on around him. He's also saying there's a collie dog in spirit you should know of as well. And also somebody down here is going to be talking about wanting to get a kitten. So there's that coming up for you as well. And also there's a pregnancy, he's just told me. So somebody's pregnant at the moment, early stages by the look of it. He's just bringing that to you as well. You've got quite a few, I'll tell you what, there's quite a few people up there for you, and they all seem to be men. There's a lot of men up there at the moment, because I'm not getting a lady, I'm just getting the gents coming forward. One of them's just said to me it's because she needs a little bit of help around the house. So I don't know if you need DIY doing or something, but they're hammering nails around your house, which is a sign for me for DIY. So I'll hand you back to Marcus. I think he's got something else.
Because I've just read this, it could be you with the muscular pains. I think it might be, though, because the thing is, it's dragging you down a little bit as well. And the gentleman that I've got is saying there's a bit of mental stress around as well. So, on the photo, people put on this mask to say, oh yeah, I'm okay. Can't play Scholar, but we got a cat recently, okay. But with the magnesium oil, try magnesium oil. My wife uses it all the time for the muscular, because I really think that it's as if they just need to soothe you down a little bit, because your mind's all over the place at the moment. Okay, and they are so close to you, which I think anyway, Laura. You know that anyway, because you have a little chat and you have a little to and fro in and everything else, and which is fantastic. But hopefully, again, they sing in this rock me gently, rock me slowly. But I feel as if the gentleman used to sort of either lie on someone's lap and just rocking, which is just their way of saying that they are that close. And I know you said that there was no ladies coming through. There is a lady that died at the age of 81, and that will be a family member, Laura. Okay, and I'll leave that with you. We've got a number for the next picture, Deb, or have you got some more? No, because we can like you said, we can finish off as we put the new
we can finish off. How many? 16. Have you got a number 16, Richard? 16. Okay, so Laura,
need to speed up, and
the gentleman on here, I don't know why, but he wants me to take his glasses off and put them to one side, because he's talking about somebody has kept glasses belonging to somebody in spirit. So I don't know if you're aware of that as well. So he's took his glasses off, put them on one side, and says somebody's kept somebody's glasses on. They've gone to spirit. So hopefully you should be able to take that. In fact, he's calling it somebody's light sensitive as well, Laura, around you. It's like they want to put on sunglasses because they're sensitive to the light or something. He's aware of that as well. So we're just getting the next one up now.
Yeah.
16.
And somebody's having a root canal done as well, Laura.
Oh dear. Dad. Oh, just got Dad through for you, Julia. I don't know if this is your dad from spirit. I've got somebody shouted at me, Dad from spirit. So I'm hoping I've got whoever this gentleman is here. Okay, the first thing he's making me do with you, Julia, is maybe go, we do this when we're tired or we're worn out. He's just said to me, there's a lot of huffing and puffing. There's a lot of toing and froing as well going around you at the moment as well, Julia, is making me go, there's a lot of toing and froing and there's a lot of huffing and puffing. He's talking about that as well. He's talking about he knows of somebody called John. So he's just saying the name John means something to you as well. And also Bert from Spirit wants to say hello to you as well, so you'll find out who Bert is. Now, the gentleman I've got with me, the dad in Spirit, is talking about somebody that kept a diary. So somebody's got a memory of keeping a diary when they were younger. You know, one of these ones we used to have where they used to have the little lock on them. He's got a memory of somebody having a locked diary when they were younger as well. He's bringing that. And he's also just said to me, oh, somebody's moved the photograph. Somebody's moved the photograph. So he's been looking at somebody that's been moving photographs around. He's just brought that. And he's also saying that somebody's brought 2 photographs together as well. I don't know exactly what he means. He's just said to me, oh, somebody's brought 2 photographs together. So hopefully you can take that or check with somebody around you. He's just saying, I'm aware of that as well. Also, he's talking to me about the name Bernadette will mean something to you. Now, Bernadette's down here, so watch for the Bernadette that he's just mentioning as well. Okay, and also somebody likes Chinese takeaways as well. He's just said somebody likes Chinese takeaways around you as well, Julia. He's just saying I'm aware of that as well. He says that you've been speaking to him, so you've been sending your prayers up to Spirit as well. He says that somebody tells him all their problems as well. So somebody talks to this gentleman I've got with me quite a lot, because he's talking about listening to their problems or listening to their concerns. He's bringing that as well. Just saying that there are bridges that need to be built in the family. So there's little niggles going on in the family somewhere there is aware of as well. And wants me to give you the Lake District as well as a link. So watch for the Lake District as well. So handing over to Marcus by the look of it. They're going, ooh, to Marcus.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, she just had a Chinese tonight. Oh, wow. Oh, that's good. Yeah. When I was looking at this gentleman, and I thought, am I linking in? Am I linking in? Or you know, because sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. And I've got someone with me, and he's just saying, hopefully you can give me some feedback, Julia, that it feels as if someone's at a dead end. You know, literally that is at a dead end. It's as if they've tried something and all of a sudden they seem to be standing still. He's also telling me, the gentleman I'm communicating with is giving me the name Mike and said Mike was the chancer. So there was someone called Mike who was in Spirit, but he was a little bit of a chancer. He used to try this, try that, do whatever. He also gave me the pub, the King's Head, and Arthur would link to that. And there was a lady that was in a care home and she suffered with dementia. And the memory that he's given me, you know, because unfortunately when certain people lose their faculties, they don't know things and they're not the same person. But there is a memory of a lady with dementia in a care home, and she used to cry a little bit when people were leaving, and that's, which is quite sad. But unfortunately, you know, these things, you know, sort of these things happen, and quite often they aren't who they are. I hope you can understand some of that, Julia, because specifically that somebody feels as if they're at a dead end. 2 birthdays in September. Someone who was married. Oh, come on, June the 8th. And as I say, I'm not 100% sure who I was linking in with there, to be honest. Hopefully you can take some of that information, Julia. That's Dad's mum. Okay. I was just about to pass over to Deb. Can I just expand on that a little bit, Deb? Because what I've got is the agitation that used to go on because of people trying their best. And I mean, they really, really tried their best, but they used to get so upset because it seemed as if nothing worked. But they used to get feedback from either the staff or whatever. So the things that people were doing, you know, they did work in little ways. They did work in little ways, and they just put me back to the King's Head. So the King's Head means something as well. On the George as well, by the way, George. I'll pass it back to you, Deb.
Julia, he's just led me to look at his shorts on the photograph, and he's talking about a memory of somebody where their elastic went on their shorts and they had to hold them up. So there's a memory somewhere for him, and he's just bringing that. He's talking about that. He's also talking to me about Cambridgeshire. So there's a link to Cambridgeshire that he's talking about as well. And he also wants to talk about London as well. Talking to me about the link to London. I think somebody's going to be going down there, Julia. It's like on a open top bus, so I think it's like a tour or something like that he's bringing to me as well. Okay, just telling me there's a new baby coming around you as well. Wants me to give you, first of all, he said give her roses, and then he's talking about Guns N' Roses, so that group. So I don't know if somebody likes Guns N' Roses, but he gave me roses and then Guns N' Roses he wants me to bring to you as well. And he's also talking about somebody's love of ballroom dancing as well. So there's that, he's got that memory somewhere, somebody's love of ballroom dancing he wants to bring to you as well. I don't know what I've got to say to you. Watch your knees. Oh, are you from London? What's your knees, Julia? It's not like, I don't know what it is. It's showing me bruised knees with you. So I don't know if you bruise easily and you're on your knees when you're scrubbing the floor or something like that. But he's talking about bruised knees. And he's also been listening to somebody that wants new kitchen cabinets, he says. Somebody wants new kitchen cabinets. And what he's doing is he's putting them in, but he's making sure they're perfectly straight. He's getting like a spirit level. So he wants to make sure they're put in. So I don't know if that's his type of personality. He liked everything perfect, or you do, but he's bringing that to me as well. Anything else? He's just said to me, somebody's having problems sleeping, but it's because their pillows aren't comfortable. It's like somebody's bashing their pillows to try and get them comfy or something so they can have a good night's sleep. He's aware of that as well. What else was it you were talking about? Oh, he's just bringing to me a doll's house, Julia. He's talking about he's just saying it's a handmade doll's house. So somebody must have had a doll's house built for them, handmade when they were younger. He's just bringing that. And he also wants to be, he just said to me, just give it angel. Okay, so he must have been watching that. He's made me read that, Julia. He's got this thing. Oh, it's because I'm concentrating, aren't I? It don't matter if I miss the messages. He's just made me read that, Julia. And he's put on your kitchen units where you've fitted them, he's put a marble on it and it's rolling as if they're not level. And I can see this marble going down your kitchen unit. So he's obviously thinking your kitchen units aren't level. Keep talking to me, he says. There's something also about under the sink, the pipe work under the sink, Julia. We don't want to get blocked up. Okay. Oh, it's somebody that does the washing up, but sometimes when they scrape the plates, a lot goes down the sink. So watch it doesn't get blocked up because he's having quite a bit of a giggle. Oh, hang on. Somebody actually must have lost. I hope this isn't to come. I hope it's in the past, because he's talking about somebody that lost their ring down the plug hole, and I'm taking the whole plug hole underneath apart to try and find this ring that was lost. All right, so he's bringing that to you as well. I do hear you, he says. You must dream of him as well, Julia, because he's talking about being dreamt of. I'm being dreamt of. Shut them curtains, keep the draft out, he's just said to me. Pick a number so Richard's getting ready because I've nearly
19,
finished, Marcus.
Please, Richard. 19.
Yeah. He's telling me to tell you to draw the curtains, Julia, to keep the draft out, Somebody's got a drafty window somewhere that he's talking about. Because he's got this window and he's put a wind chime in front of it, and the wind chime's being set off because of the draft coming in from the window. Okay, so watch for that. But watch for the somebody blocking the sink. I don't know what it is, Julian. This loss of a ring that he's talking about. You'll find it if you check. but he's just making me blow your kisses. Also, I don't know if I'll give you Bert. I can't remember. Bert, in spirit, wants to say hello to you. And also, you got the surname Harrison. Harrison is meaning something to you as well, Julia, that he's talking about. You should be able to smell him. He smells nice, so you should be able to smell him when he comes around you. I don't know what this thing is tonight about baby bio. I don't know if you're not very good with plants either, because he wants me to give you some baby bio as well. So I don't know what's going on there.
There'll be a bit of product placement soon, won't it?
So I'll leave that with you, Julia. It's making me blow your kisses. There you go.
I'll just move on to the next one then, Richard. Next closer. Do you want us to put the name out there? Kelly Griffith. Richard can't find an email to go with that. I kill everything, Julia said.
Okay, everything.
Kelly Griffith, if you can put in, and just as Deb was finishing off, the gentleman that was linking with me said, and Julia, stop tutting so much. Hope that links in. So it's Kelly Griffiths, if you can, the photo you sent in doesn't link to the email.
There's nobody on here called Browning, is there, Richard? Browning. Anybody can connect to Browning, let me know, because I've got somebody in their ear shouting, Browning. I don't know if that's for you as well, Julia. You're telling me it's not, it's for somebody else.
Okay.
The name Browning.
Yeah.
Yeah, move on. Just pick one.
The one just next to the one that you picked, Richard. Make it easy. All right, okay. 4. We're just giving Richard a number.
Avril O'Reilly. One for you, Avril, if you're still here, say hello. Oh, Avril O'Reilly saying nice things to the love. Now, I've got a lady that's coming straight for you. I don't know where your picture is, Avril, but as soon as Richard say your name, I went, vroom, lovely lady coming to see you. So a lovely lady coming to see you is talking about somebody's been looking at her photograph recently. So she's connecting with you. Somebody's been looking at my photograph recently. And also, Avril, you should be smelling nice things around you. This lady connects with a nice smell. She's talking to me about roses as well. So the rose connection will be with you as well. So the smell of roses, but also she's talking about you going cold as well. So this lovely lady is talking about you going cold when she's around you. She says, I'm trying to get her attention. I'm trying to get her attention. You should also feel your hair going as well. You know, spirit play with your hair. This lady's talking about playing with your hair to try and get your attention. Like the other lady, she's talking about you dreaming of her as well. So you've been dreaming of this lady in spirit as well. So you should know who this lady is coming forward to you. She wants to put your, she's talking about your feet. She's gone straight to your feet, as if you need to put your feet up to relax. But also, you know, when we do this with our feet, to try and get the circulation going, she's talking about doing this with your feet to try and get your circulation and your ankles going, because she's talking about somebody that used to suffer with swollen ankles as well. Okay, she's also talking to me about July means something to you, so that'll be an anniversary, birthday or passing. And she's also talking to me about June as well, that means something to you as well. Oh, I don't know what she's talking. She's totally changed the subject now. She's gone on to me. She's gone on to eyelashes now, Avril. And I said to her, what do you mean? Mascara or something like that? And she says, no, somebody used to have the stick-on eyelashes, the stick-on ones. Oh, false, she's just said to me. I didn't know the word for them. She's saying false eyelashes. You should remember somebody that used to wear the long false eyelashes. In fact, oh, hang on a minute. You know what she's doing now? She's gone on to somebody with false eyelashes with the real strong glittery eye makeup. All right, but she's, oh, hang on a minute, Avril. She's leading me now. It keeps changing because she's leading me now onto drag artists. You know, when they dress up really lovely.
Well, just got it there, drag queen.
Have you? See, we're in sync, aren't we? Yeah, it's lovely. So there must be a link, Avril, with you or whatever this is, with a drag queen or a drag act that this lady is talking about, because she's talking about going to shows and seeing these drag queens, lovely dressed up. You know, they're really glamorous, aren't they? She's bringing me that. Okay, but she's also talking to me about, she's going to somebody's stag do where a gentleman dressed up as a lady with fishnet tights. So she's got that memory somewhere as well that she wants to talk about or just mention to you as well. She just said she's mentioning these kind of things because she thinks you need a bit of upliftment. So she's trying to make you giggle. She's just said to me, you've lost your giggle. You know what I mean? So she's trying to give you a little bit of upliftment. But she's saying there's somebody around you at the moment that's like getting on your nerves that you could quite happily strangle sometimes. So somebody must be winding you up, Avril, a little bit, and she's aware of that as well. Okay. The name Stella should mean something to you as well. She just said to me, Stella. And I'm gonna hand over to Marcus in a minute. But she's all about fashion and dress, this lady is, because she just showed me now somebody that had a very short mini skirt, like a tartan mini skirt. We're laughing because of something we said before we come online. But she's talking about somebody that wore a lovely tartan mini skirt with a black tights. I'll hand you to Marcus now, and September means something to you.
Avril, I'm so sorry about laughing. It was a private joke before we started about the tartan about kilts. I will need a bit of feedback from this as we're going along, okay, Avril? Because as soon as I linked into the photograph, and I don't know if it was my mind cutting in or whatever. First of all, I saw a little Jack Russell, so there should be a memory of a little Jack Russell. And I saw the little Jack Russell as if it was running around. I don't know if it was with the horses or with other animals. And I don't know horse flesh at all. 100%, I just don't know. I really don't. But a friend of mine has got a racehorse with John Joe O'Neill. And so I don't know if that was my mind cutting in. But I need a little bit of feedback there, because obviously this is a horse. It doesn't look like a racehorse to me, but, and there is someone that that used to read the tea leaves. Literally used to read the tea leaves, like the Romany gypsy type reading that, people do. I need please give me some feedback one way or the other, whether it's off the grid or not, Avril. I do need, because I've got some specific information that I want to put across if this is fitting in. And as I link into this particular photo, it's as if my toes are curling, one turning over the other, and I've got like a bit of a pain in my foot as well. She didn't know, so I know there's a delay. She had a Jack Russell that she adored. Right, I'm on the right lines then. I'm on the right lines. Yeah, but it wasn't just adored. He used to treat the dog like a child more than anything, and he used to get away with murder when he used to yap about the thing. But hopefully you can take the toe bit as well. And the thing is, the love and the humour that's coming, and it is this devilish humour. And before Debs was talking about the the eyelashes and everything else. I picked up the drag queen. And it was really over the top. And it's that type of humour, that risque humour that this person that I'm linking with loved. They loved a good time, loved to have a laugh, loved to be the life and soul of the party, and all encompassing. There's also a family where there's two brothers and a sister in spirit. The eldest brother died first, the sister, then the younger brother, and there's also, and because I was looking at the horse and the is that Blaze? Yes, she had a foot problem. Thank you for that, Alfred. It's so important. Is it the Blaze they call it, the Blaze or whatever? But I got star. So as I was looking at the photograph, I got star. But then they said someone stargazing. Yes, she loved to just she. Well, exactly. But there's someone stargazing, and the thing is, Avril, the practicality that this lady brings, because look, she enjoyed life and she loved life. Do you know what I mean? And do you know yeah. Yeah, but she used to when she said she liked a good laugh, she used to tease people, and she, that risque humor, that little bit of risque humor, and oh God, when Robert, the name Robert as well. There's the name Robert, and the specific information I've got, and I'm not necessarily linking this into the lady, okay, Avril? This is very specific information, okay? There was a lady that passed to spirit, and there were 5 people around the bedside. 5, okay? But there was someone that couldn't face it, okay? And I hope you can link with them. Yes, as I look at this. Oh, bless you. As a lady, I'm not necessarily linking this as ladies. This lady just telling me some very specific information. There's a lady that when she passed us through, there was 5 round the bedside, but there was one. There might have been more than one, but one that just couldn't face being there. Okay, and they just saying everything's okay, everything's okay, and the 4-year-old girl, 4-year-old girl that went to spirit with leukemia had, is it, what was the little dress they have when they first Holy Communion dress on? And I'll pass over to you, Deb.
I haven't got much more, but she is telling me, this lovely nan is telling me that she's got Margaret in spirit with her, so Margaret should understand her. There's 2 babies in spirit, and she's trying to give me an address, but all I can catch is it's something Muse, MEWS. So there's an address linked to something Muse that she's talking to me about as well. So you should be able to find that. She's still on about the drag act, Avril. So I'd watch for this, because I've got a feeling that this is to come, and somebody will want to go, or you'll get an invite to go and see someone. So watch for it, because she's still talking to me about the drag act. She just said to me, I'm looking after 2 babies here as well. And she's talking about September means something to you as well. And also the name Joe that she's aware of as well. She's talking about Joe's here as well. So you should be able to find Joe. But I think she just said, I just wanted to say hello. I think that's what she's come for, to say hello. So I think that's all I've got. I think, Marcus.
Yeah. Can we have number 8, please, Richard? Can we have number 8? Your friend was called Robert.
Yeah.
Because 28 then. I thought you was only up to a certain amount, Richard.
And me.
Sorry.
Yeah, you did say you were only up to.
Right, then. So
we've got a few more coming in.
Do then, please, Richard. 32. Of course it's your age. Oh.
I keep saying Browning. You found the Browning for me yet? Or if anybody could take Browning, can you send a message up to Richard? Because I've got a lovely gent here that keeps shouting at me, Browning.
Just as we're waiting for the next photo to come up, you know, when you were talking about the drag artist, there's either some sort of joke where there's like some sort of pump that there's a standing joke somewhere, and they pumped up or something.
With that, I want to pretend, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like this, that's where I want to go. So there you go. I could do with a photograph. I could do with content. Yeah, that's all right. I could do. No, I don't mean that. I was reading it. I could do with a contact today from my photo. I won't have a go, Richard. I was just trying to read that, but I was getting it wrong. Really do with a contact, Richard. Richard's upset because he thinks we're hassling him. We're picking on him. Lovely gents this time. Oh, now I've got a granddad coming to me. I've got a granddad, so I don't know if this is your dad or your granddad, Simon, but I've got a lovely granddad with me. But he's talking to me about, first of all, we'll find out if you can understand it. We're talking about, and this is on dad's side as well. This gent saying his dad's side. But he's talking to me about the month of May will mean something to you, anniversary, birthday, or passing. And he's also given the name Jack. Jack will mean something to you as well, giving the name Jack. Okay. And also the month of April should mean something to you as well. And he's talking about a love of cars, but I don't know whether he means he loved the cars or you love the cars. He's just talking to me, actually. He just said to me, fast cars. Somebody's got a love of fast cars. Like, he's showing me a nice Ferrari. So I don't know whether the interest in the cars or he's bringing to me as well. But he's also gone from the cars and now he's gone to, remember the Corgi toys? Somebody used to collect little Corgi toys as well. He's bringing those to me as well. Apparently somebody had a, don't know what this kind of thing is. It's like, I think it must be a builder's truck or something, because a toy, it's got, like a lift up the kind of toy as well. So you lift up, but anyway, just a toy as well. Also, he's talking about the name Clarke should mean something to you as well. And he's also bringing with him, and I don't know who does this, somebody must do this, because this gentleman is making me do this, and so I cover a little tash or something, and I'm trying to put my tash down, keep my tash down. So somebody's talking about that. He's talking to me about carpet fitter. The carpet fitter is down here. I don't know whether he means somebody needs their carpets fitting, or whether somebody is an actual carpet fitter. Oh, it's just somebody fitted the carpet in, it was too short or something, Simon. So then you got memory or something. He's bringing in that. Simon Davies, yeah. I've mentioned Simon Davies because there's two Simons. But he's talking to me about carpet fitter. Somebody needs a carpet fitter. Bringing that in as well. Also, the name George is me as well. There's quite a few names around you. Tonya. He's also talking to me about the name. The name Tony. I thought you said Tony there. Just give me the name Tony is meaning something to you as well. And George, like I've just said. Okay. He's saying that he's aware of somebody who used to wear braces, because he's pulling my trousers up as if my trousers are coming up. But the fact that I'm wearing braces is pulling them up a little bit, and I could see my socks here. But he's also saying there's somebody that used to wear like brown sandals with white socks as well that you should be aware of. He's talking about that. There's a house move for you as well, Simon. Is going, oh, there's a house move. Somebody wants a house move. Apparently somebody wants a bigger house, and he's aware of that as well. So watch for the bigger house. Also wants me to give you... I thought he was going to give you Mackerson, but he's changed it. It's something in black, a drink something black in a pint glass. I don't know what it means. He's saying it's something black in a pint glass, so I'll have to leave that with you. Pass it over to Marcus.
Could that be brown and mild? Possibly brown and mild.
I don't know. He just said it's something black.
I'm guessing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Dad.
Okay. Yeah. I had two. I've got two guys here. And when Deb's first started speaking, I wanted. It was as if I'm not saying he would have lost all his teeth, but he either didn't have any bottom teeth or there was gaps. So I kept on doing that for there. And it's like, when they say smacking your gums like that. And there is someone, Simon, and I'll need some feedback, okay? I know there's a delay, but I'll need some feedback one way or the other, okay? Because I've got someone in spirit that passed. I'm not saying they passed with prostate cancer, but they had prostate cancer before they passed. And also they were showing me some farming implements and stuff like that, sort of like on a farm where, sort of like people either working the land or working the farm or being involved in that type of community. And also Rum and Black used to drink. Rum and Black, of course. Yeah. I don't know what you're saying. Possibly Uncle Charlie too. But somebody also, Simon, had their own snooker cue. It wasn't a pool cue. It was a snooker cue, because a pool cue would break down. This would be, just one piece cue. And I just need a little feedback on that, because I'm getting a bit of a dizziness. One of these guys in spirit was losing their balance before they passed, and also I'm rocking back and forth. So this indicates a rocking chair. There's a rocking chair, and I just need to know if there's some sort of farming community. You drink rum and croak, okay? So I need some feedback, Simon, or after I either pass on to Deb or move on, because I've got a farming community. I've got someone that suffered with prostate cancer, someone that also had his own snooker cue. I'm not saying that they're all the same person, but I just need to separate a little bit, because there's something going on in your mind, Simon, that you it's as if you're trying to swim both ways, mate. You're really trying to swim both ways, and really you just need to focus a little bit. Focus. Well, that saying, focus on the prize. Ian, my cousin, has a one-piece cue. Okay, right then. So I know I'm on like the right lines. And the thing is, there's something around you at the moment that you just need to focus a little bit. Dad passed 27 years ago. You shouldn't have told us that. Shouldn't have told us. Try not to give that type of information, Simon. Okay, unless it comes from the other side. Okay, because that's what would give you the evidence. So don't, by all means, link into the information we are giving you, but we always say don't feed the medium. Right. So whatever you're doing, Simon, you need to really refocus. There's also a lady in spirit that had severe rheumatoid arthritis, because it's as if my hands are gnarled. Okay, I can't give you any more, Simon, unless I get feedback one way or the other for it. So can I pass back to you, Deb? Because I've got so many going on here that
I'll tell you what, there's a few people for you, Simon, because they're crowding. There's a few men up here as well. That's why we're getting confused, because between us, we've got about 3 or 4 people talking to us, and they're all different. That's why we're getting confused. Right, but I'm back with you, Dad, because he's showing me his sandals, so I know who I'm with, because you said your dad went with your dad wore sandals. But before you put that up, he was talking about an anniversary. So I know that you just told me that, but there's an anniversary. And your dad's telling me you should know somebody that had problems with. I mean, he's putting it like this: they had problems with the veins in the heart. Okay, so I don't know if they had a little blockage, because he's talking about a blockage, because he's talking about a stent. So there's somebody with him that probably is aware of as well that you should know of. And he's also talking about Arthur as well. He's talking about Arthur. Okay. Oh, apparently Dad said there's somebody down here that's got shaky hands. And it's when when we get shaky hands to do with low sugar or something like that, or we're not eating enough. He's talking about the shaky hands. So watch for somebody around you that is saying needs to eat a little bit more and watch their sugar. He's talking to me about that as well. So watch for that. New baby coming around you, Ian. I can see you having a hold of this baby as well. And he's also given me the name Burkett, Berkett. So watch for the name Burkett coming up somewhere. I don't know whether you're doing your family tree or something like that, or you already know a Burkett, but he's bringing me that as well. He just said Charlie. Oh, did you say Charlie? Yeah, socks. I said the white socks, didn't I, earlier on? Did you say Charlie? I can't remember. I just heard Charlie shouted in my ear as well. So Charlie, to you as well. Okay. He just said to me that somebody's been looking at, there's been a gathering of photographs, and that's exactly how he's put it. There's been a gathering of photographs. So somebody's been looking at photographs with somebody else. And also somebody who's been showing photographs to somebody younger, like a child or a teenager or something. There's that been going on. Their spirit have been watching it. Okay, he's bringing that to you as well. There's changes. You said something, didn't you, Marcus, to Simon about, was it jobs is being pulled or something like that?
Yeah, well, he seems to be all over the place.
Yeah, there's something going on about his work. There's something that your dad's talking about. There's changes around wherever you work. It's like you're being pulled in one direction. Like Marcus said, you're going to be pulled in that direction. You're going to be pulled in that direction. But he's talking about you being in demand. So I don't know what you're doing or if you're changing, but there's something about you being in demand or something like that. So watch for that. But apparently you're good with your hands. He wants to give you he said to me carpentry, but then he just said tools. He wants me to give you tools. So I don't know if you're good with the, things around the house, but that's what he's wanting me to give you. God. It's funny because the gentleman earlier that was talking about the spirit level with the lady has just popped in to give you a spirit level. He must have heard what was going on. And this lady's, I can't remember who it was now, he's just popped in to give you a spirit level. He needs a spirit level. So he's giving you a spirit level. He's lovely, this Dad, though. He comes round with what's that smell? Apparently, okay. He's talking about, I don't think it was him. I don't think it was your dad. But he says there's somebody that used to wear Brill cream, Simon, that you should know of. Brill cream in the hair. Slick back. Somebody used to slick the hair back, he's aware of. Also Fred in spirit, but somebody that used to slick the hair back is bringing that as well. Go on then.
Because I picked up someone age 74 past a little bit early, because there's a gentleman that just gave me the age of a gentleman that passed, was age 74. There's also a birthday in November that should be important to you, Simon. Also, you should know someone that took their own life. It took their own life, and I've been shown the way in which they did it. It was back to the part. Oh, straight got told off well. Sorry to smile while I was saying that, because obviously, we, as Deb says, there's quite a few people around. But I've just been told that someone took his own life, and he's drawn close, and he said that he just didn't see any way out of anything, and he had a few drinks, and he sort of started the car, basically. and put the pipe. So I hope you can link. I hope you can link to that, Simon. And knows quite often. I feel you should know that. You should know someone did that. Okay. Yeah, and that, you know, that's all I got, Simon. Okay.
I'm having to. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, Marcus.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know,
you jumped in.
Simon. If you can see my hand, I'm holding my hand like this, and it's as if I've got an injury to my hand that your dad's showing me. So I don't know if you've already injured your hand, or somebody has, or you've got to be careful. It's as if I've hurt my hand. You know, when we look at our hand, think, oh, I think I've hurt it. Should I bother going to hospital or not? Oh, I don't know, that type of thing. So it's either a memory or just be a bit wary. I think it's a memory. Somebody's holding the hand like this, and I can't get rid of it until I give it you. So I'll give it you now. So I'll be all right now. I'll leave that with you. He's just come, I think, because he just wants to make you aware, and that's his words. I want to make him aware that I'm aware of him talking about me, and that to make you aware that he is still around, is still there. That's what he's talking about. Somebody needs a new sofa, apparently. Somebody's been talking about getting a new 3-piece suite because one's worn out. He's bringing that to me as well. And I think, oh, that's an unusual name. The name Maisie. Oh, the name Maisie will mean something as well. He just wants to mention Maisie to you as well. He's just talking to. I'm laughing because he's still talking about somebody slicking their hair back. He's got like wax or Brylcreem on his hair, and he's going like that through my hair. And he's talking about somebody you should remember. Okay, so hope that was okay. There's a lady around you that is just. I'm nearly finished, but there's a lady around you that is putting angel wings on. You know, like you can buy them and you put them on the fancy dress. But there's a lady around you that is putting them on. I don't know whether it's symbolic or she's actually wore them to dress up. Is aware of that. If it's symbolic, it's because he's noting that she's a bit of an angel. She looks after everybody. All right. And somebody, when they pack somebody's lunch, sometimes put little notes in there. I don't know if your other half put little notes to you, or you do it to her when you give her a packed lunch, but there is somebody doing that as well. Nice little notes. And that's it. Oh, your uncle. That's why he wants to be remembered then. Okay, so we'll leave that with you. What did I say? I've lost them. I keep saying. I did say Brownlee, yeah. Didn't I? Brownlee. I can take that name. In spirit, Penny, then, because I've got a gentleman shouting Dad at me with a Brownlee connection. But he's also, if this is for you, then Penny, if you've got a dad in spirit, let us know. We'll give a little bit to you. But he's also linking me with Dover. He's come back. Angel with my nan. Okay, then. Oh, but Penny, with you, yeah. He's talking about linking you to Dover as well. So there's a link to Dover and the ferry. He's talking about the ferry. He's also talking to me about, you know, when we used to go, I don't know if they do that now, when they go on the ferries to France and collect all the wine and bring it back.
Booze cruise, booze cruise.
We used to do that, didn't we? Yeah, years ago. Do they still do that? I don't know. But this dad is talking to me about that. I don't suppose we need to, no. But there must be a memory of doing that. Oh, I don't know who this is then. If it's no dad in spirit, then Penny, because that's who I've got. Perhaps it's not for you, unless you can take the Dover connection and nipping over to France with the booze. Unless there's somebody else that can take it. But if not, because if I'm with you, and if you can take the specific information about the ferry journeys and the wine bringing back, let me know. Also, he's bringing me a link with them. He keeps talking about bringing wine back. We used to go on the coaches as well. Just nipping over and getting the coaches filled with wine as well, and coming back with that. He's bringing me that as well. Whether this gent is. Remember, if it's dad-in-law, I won't get. There you go. Or I won't get in-law either. So it must be dad's dad then that's talking about the ferries. Okay then. He's also wanted to give you the name Stan with you as well. So Stan's in spirit as well, that wants to say hello to you. And also the name Margaret wants to say hello to you as well, Penny. Apparently you need some healing, and it's your nan. in spirit, not your mum, but it's your nan in spirit that wants to give you some healing. Okay, you need a little bit of healing. They're talking about you, and it's like a bit of dizziness. They're talking about a touch of dizziness around you, Penny. So watch for getting a little bit dizzy. It's like, you know, sometimes when we walk through a door, but we actually click the side of the door. He's talking about somebody doing that, or your nan's talking about that as well. Okay, anything else? Just Margaret wants to say hello to you. Somebody down here's got a touch of sensitive skin as well, because I'm scratching, which means to me somebody's got the sensitive skin. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, your nan is talking to me about a dog down. Somebody had a dog, Penny. You're drinking that used to scratch. You know, when these dogs have problems with their skin and the fur comes off because they scratch a lot. She's talking about somebody's dog that had a problem with that. Okay, so she's bringing the memory of that as well. Are you getting anything with this, Marcus?
Yeah, I've got a lady as you were talking. No, you know, I have to say, because I know Penny, you know, through things, but I don't know any information that I'm gonna be able to give her. Sorry, I don't know enough to know the information about her. I know. Stop waffling. I know. Sorry, Penny. Anyway, Penny, I've got a lady, and she's telling me that she fell asleep twice. So she fell asleep, and people had thought she passed. But then she woke up. And then when she went to sleep the second time, and I feel at that time, either someone was either humming or singing the song with the words, is there a song, Go to Sleep, My Little Baby, or something? Go to sleep, my little baby, or something, either humming, you know, or singing the song, but they really thought that she passed. She came back and she passed now. And I hope you can link with that, Penny, because she's just saying it was so smooth, my passing, so smooth. And she would have, I've heard other people say this, she would have been of the mind to say, I just bit my tongue as well. So there's someone this side that's bit their tongue, Penny. Let nature take its course. Let nature take its course, she would have said. And September means something big time to you as well, Penny. And I'll leave that with you. I haven't got any. Oh yes, to we were all right, okay. When she bless, right. Well, she just made me bite my tongue, and just as I read that, she is saying it's as if you were biting your tongue at the moment just to hold things back, but you have to let people take responsibility for their own stuff. Then you mustn't shoulder it. You must not shoulder it. September means something big time as well. Oh, it was more than fantastic. It was more than fantastic, Penny. She's given me that lovely feeling of a nice, smooth transition. And she put the 100% let nature. And I'll tell you now, the sweetness, I don't know why she's saying the sweetness that comes out of someone's mouth is like nectar. I haven't got a clue what she's talking about. I really don't. Usually I just say, oh, tell me this, tell me that. And I think you understand that, Penny. And notice who does this, Penny. You just done it. Just
spooky, isn't it?
Yeah. Notice who does this. Notice who does that, Penny. Okay. And she said, there's help on the way. There's help on the way. So there's a situation where someone was asked for help. There's help on the way. And I'll leave that with you. I think I'm done then.
She just hang on a minute. Penny, just finish off. She just wants me to give you, and I can't I don't know whether it's Huntington or Huntingdon as a place. Huntingdon. She wants me to give you that. And she's just given me the memory of somebody that was a beauty queen when they were younger. So somebody was a beauty queen, and she's just giving you the memory of that. So I think we're going to go on to some notices now, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, do you do that?
Yeah, I just have to tell you about that. I just have to tell you about this, Deb. It's because Penny was sitting in the development circle, you know, the VIP development circle. And I always kept on nagging and saying, "This everything that's going on, everything." And, you know, if you do this, if you do it. And me and you were doing this, and that's how closely the teams are working together.
Doing the same thing.
Oh dear.
Same actions.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Oh, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Demonstration of mediumship with somebody. Somebody will be there tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Paul, a psychic artist, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Then, if anybody wants to join, that'll be good. Next Tuesday, we've got a new show. What time? Sorry, 1 o'clock. But I can't see the first name. I can only see a surname. So, but a lady. Schneider. New one, good. Next Wednesday evening is Lovetarian Way or something with Natalia, and that's on, when is it?
23rd
Wednesday
of February.
The 23rd.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for signing on. And you know, as you see, that, you know, we work in different ways, but we also work together. Various different things that we're doing, and you know, quite often if we get that feedback, the link does seem to get a bit stronger, doesn't it, Deb? If we get that feedback,
I think it's like, as you talk to, because they're talking to you, it's a three-way thing, isn't it? It builds up the energy, doesn't it? So it makes it easier.
But please have a look at the Spiritual Psychics TV website. There's a lot going on. There's something going on every single day, and it's all free. So please look at the site and please consider signing up as a VIP member.
SPTV, it's all free. What did you say? What was that?
All free on SPTV.
There you go. It's all free on SPTV.
Yeah, it's our pleasure, Penny. Thank you for everybody that signed on and shared. Thank you very much, Kaylee.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
We try.
Yeah. I'm sure you know Kelly and I are doing a service together in St. Michael's in Birmingham in June.
I know St. Michael's.
Night, everybody.
See you again. See you Tuesday.